Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. We need to start getting a bit. Shalom, shalom. Uh,
So you had a dream about Jacob's trouble?
Yeah, I saw that video.
yeah, I'm gonna go into it a little bit. Kind of strange.
They say, well, in that case, it was a dream, but they say life is stranger than fiction sometimes.
Getting the audio.
Oh, you already checked it?
Yeah, yeah.
Nah, I was just going into the KJ.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's get
Jeremiah 28.
28. Okay.
That's what I was reading that the other day. Book of
Yeah.
Jeremiah, chapter
Oh, wait,
20.
wait, wait.
Calm down. Oh, you got big old.
No, yeah, yeah, yeah. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Rakakwadash.
We want to give double honors unto the apostles and elders of the great millstone we learned this truth from. And want to say peace, mercy, and blessings to all of elect. All right, the name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, and that means he exists or he used to be. The name of the Son is Yahweh Shai, and that means he is the deliverer. Back this camera up a little bit. All right, we good now. All right, the true name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, and that means he exists or he is to be. The true name of the Son is Yahweh Shai, and that means he is the deliverer. All right, it's not God and Jesus Christ. You know, at the Wadi Bashim Yahweh Shai, man, because they had the Care Fest down here. It was all loud and shit a couple minutes ago. You know, but now we're good. Now we can teach. You know, and we're the Israelites. You know, speaking with the Care Fest, you got the Trinidadians, Jamaicans, Haitians. You see all manner of flags. You know, Puerto Ricans. All right, but our people don't know that they're the Israelites. Right, and this self-proclaimed white man is running around calling himself white, Caucasian, European, the Ish people, right? The Amalek, Esau, Edom. All right, and according to Bible prophecy, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob, he's actually the beginning of it that followed. All right, and right now we're in the time of Jacob's trouble, man. And if you think shit is bad, shit is crazy now, it's only gonna get turned up. You know, got something? Say something.
Well, yeah, no, I was going to say, see, these people are in the spirit of mirth. Like, what the hell you celebrating a carry fest when your people is in all manner of oppression, man? But that's these people still trying to hold on to muscle memory. You know what I'm saying? They want that old thing back. You know what I'm saying? But this place has changed dramatically, man. Half you motherfuckers can't afford gas money, man.
Half of you don't even have a job. You know, what I mean, you're losing your jobs to AI. All right, and with this whole thing that Trump is doing, he's taking all the jobs from the Israelites and giving them to his own people, other Edomites, and other nations too, man. You know, so you don't have a job, you can't find work, but you have time to party. Meanwhile, more and more Jakes are being found lynched.
Right.
You know, you got something known as strange fruit. Well, what is strange fruit? Well, that's the slang for Jake being hung. They call that strange fruit.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, it was a song. It was a song, I forget her name, back in the 60s, maybe even earlier than that. Nina Simone may have been.
Was it Billie Holiday?
It probably was Billie Holiday
Holiday.
first. Nina
Okay.
Simone made a newer remix of it. But yeah, that was a song called Strange Fruit because, you know, like you always see Jake signing crying through music, whether it be old school, you know, classic soul, jazz, blues, hip hop, R&B. Jake funnel his emotions of what's going through in current, you know, politics, the atmosphere of this so-called country, man. You know what I'm saying? So Strange Fruit was just and it's a good time capsule because it shows you what was going on in those certain time stamps. You know what I'm saying? So she was singing about Jake, you know, hanging, you know, like a fruit, low hanging fruit. Jake was swinging.
Yep. This says pre-recorded by Billie Holiday in 1939. Strange Fruit is widely considered the first protest song of the civil rights
See?
movement. It was written by Abel Mirapol. It explicitly compared the lynching of African Americans in the American South to fruit hanging from trees.
Wow, God.
And that's still happening today. Today they just found a lady from Mississippi hanging down there, man.
Tiaja, something. I got a precept. This is book of Isaiah 24:7, and it reads, "The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh."
Yeah, and that's the times we're into. Where now all of that joy that you people were experiencing, that lavish lifestyle you were enjoying, that's now being turned to sorrow. Don't the Lord say that? Won't you that laugh now, for you shall mourn and weep?
That's the saying. Laugh now, cry later.
So that's the time that we're in. When the time for you people to cry, for you people to lose. And we've been losing this whole time. We used to it, because we understand that there's something way better, more glorious, all right, than this world. All right, what did Paul say? He said the present sufferings are not to be compared to the glory that's getting ready to be revealed in us. Lord willing, we're some of those men,
I could either read down or jump down to 11. Some meat in there.
Keep going. From 8.
Okay. Verse 8, the mirth of Tabaret ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice endeth.
Yeah, that goes into all these festivals, this music and shit. It's ceasing. It's ending. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really, it ain't hitting the same. It ain't the same. Because how hard can you party when people are being lynched and shot?
Right.
A lot of it is being swept under the rug. You still got sundown states. Then all Jake would say, it don't matter what time it is, Jake would say, I can't believe this is happening in 2020.
Right.
I can't believe it's happening in 2021. Now here we are in 2026, and Jake is still saying the same dumbass shit. I can't believe it's racist in 2026.
Right.
It's Esau.
Exactly.
He says he has a perpetual hatred. I mean, it never goes away.
Yeah, because either you living under a fucking rock, or you just obviously trying to ignore the shit. You know what I'm saying? Jake good at that shit. He good at ignoring. You know what I'm saying? That's why he tried to numb his pain with drugs, alcohol. You know what I'm saying? That's why, because with us, we see it. But it says oppression maketh a wise man mad. We see the shit. That's why we feel it more, because we not running from it. We not taking drugs and alcohol to stray away from what's really happening. It's a saying. It says, first you gotta, I think it's either the 12-step program. First you gotta acknowledge that you have a problem before you can actually get through it and fix it.
And that's what the Lord wants. He wants us to accept that we went off, we sinned. So now we gotta deal with the punishment, which is life and this captivity. This whole life is about you suffering, man. Because this is the only way that we're gonna make it to the kingdom. This definition of perpetual, it says the word perpetual means lasting forever or going on and on without stopping. That's Esau. And in that dream I had, that's what he was on. He was that perpetual hatred. It was being worn. When he said he wore violence like a garment, he was flaunting it, man.
Right.
It had Trump on the screen. That was a crazy ass dream.
Yeah.
And, they were just signing orders, go after Jake. And they just kept doing shit. I'm talking about lynching, shootings. Jake was being slaughtered, man. It's not a game.
I think he was going in to try and explain what it was a key point called asset our strength.
Yeah, he's trying to assess the strength. Pretty much
strength.
what you want to do is he gonna keep doing shit to see what Jake's gonna do.
Right.
And then in the dream, Jake kept partying, making TikToks and shit, which they're gonna do that until the Mossad rise our people up. You get that in Genesis?
What was that? The purge party.
Yeah.
Where Skeletor got let loose.
In the middle of a purge, they had a purge so that niggas could kill each other.
Right.
Jake said, we're gonna have a party. So what did they do? They sent out mercenaries.
Wow. You know what's crazy though? That's Jake all day, because remember when Moses went up?
Yep.
This to speak to deal with the Lord. He came back down to what Jake was doing.
Partying.
PBing and Jay.
Playing.
Just like just like back in the days at school when like somebody didn't like you and he wanted to fight you, But he say little slick shit to you, but you always ignore him.
Yeah.
He'll walk past you and bump you on purpose.
Type shit. Trip you.
Trip you to see what you're gonna keep
Yeah.
fucking enticing you to fight.
Exactly.
That's what
Esau
Esau Edom. He's a
Evil
bully in
Eve.
school. He's
Right.
that bully.
Of the earth. The
Earth.
hammer of the earth.
Yup, he's that bully.
That the Most High gonna put the spirit on him and turn it up, man.
Yep.
Mhm.
You know?
The book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 8. Judah art thou whom thy brother shall praise.
Now why is that? Because our Lord, ultimately because our Lord came out of Judah, man. Yahweh Shai. All right. And that's who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. His name is Yahweh Shai. All right. And that name is not Yehoshua and it's not Yeshua. Those are not the correct names. It's Yahweh Shai, which means he delivers. All right.
And some camps don't even acknowledge Yahweh Shai. They just go with Yah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? Them Yah
We call them yayas.
them Yah.
Yeah.
Them yo-yos. How you doing, brother? All right, man. Them yo-yos.
The book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 8. Judah, thou art he whom thy brother shall praise.
Now Judah's the head tribe. Now today, we believe Judah to be so-called African American Negroes.
Or
You know
how
what I mean?
how they coined them now, FBAs.
Or FBAs. You know?
Yeah.
And thy hand shall be in thy neck of thy enemy.
You hear that? Thy hand gonna be in the neck of the enemies, man. And I always like to think of how Homer be choking Bart Simpson. You know, that's how, because when Mosai finally put the spirit on Jake to snap, and he started thinking about all the lynchings and shooters and, Jake having the book thrown at him, getting football numbers in prison, and just all the unrighteous shit, they gonna lose it.
Yeah.
You seen the videos going out with Jake going around punching out the white woman, and you say what you did on which that shit you were saying on TikTok at McDonald's with Donald Trump, knocked the white bitch out.
They knocked their ass out.
Also, he hunted her down.
He was just hunting down any white person. He was just going around randomly, snap.
So he didn't know that
Nah.
that was her. He just was.
Yeah.
But he was taking it out on.
Yup.
Taking it out
Okay.
on her.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Cool.
Chased one white chicken to the car and shit. He
Yeah,
ran into, they was
yeah.
all jogging and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah, that's the spirit. That's the spirit of vengeance. The Lord will put that spirit like a Nat Turner,
Yeah.
like a what's my boy Donner, the one that was evading. He used to be a police officer or army.
I know what you're talking about.
Donner.
Yeah.
His name.
Yeah,
Christopher
Donner. The other Jake went down to Houston. You know, went to war, man. You know what I'm saying?
It was another guy that did that before Nat Turner too.
Yeah.
Nat Turner. He wasn't the first one to revolt against this one.
I forget his
Oh, it
name.
was many slave revolts.
Yup.
Jake Esau don't want you to know that.
Yeah.
The book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 8. Judah, thou art he whom thy brother shall praise.
So that praise gonna come from Judah, because Judah's the head tribe. Judah's gonna pop it off against Esau. See, ICE is still grabbing motherfuckers up, man.
Right.
I keep seeing videos on X. That's my I prefer that over all the other sites, because they got the straight, they got it on there.
Yeah.
Man. They show you them motherfuckers going in, separating families, and he could be working that goddamn Target. They gonna go grab him up, and he might die in their custody, or they might get a fine ass woman, and she might end up pregnant in their custody. So that's what's happening to our people, man. They're being oppressed here, man. Please get Jeremiah 50:33.
I followed this dude on Instagram called Big Grit. He from Philly. He was driving down New York, man, in Manhattan. He said that shit cleared out, just like how it was in the pandemic, 2020. He said it was nobody out.
They grabbing people up, man. All right, right now as we speak, because they out here in Rochester too, because this is a sanctuary city. You know, so these Northern Kingdom tribes, you should have too. While a lot of you got this complex that you're white, because you've been told this lie that Jesus is white, or you got fair skin, your hair looks better, so you look down on Judah right now. But when the Lord rises Judah up, your ass gonna fall in line, because you're gonna realize, oh shit, we've been oppressed by the same fucking devil.
Yeah, it's that house nigga versus field nigga mentality. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it ain't happening to me. Oh, Master gave me an extra biscuit. He like me. You know what I'm saying? He don't like you niggas. You know what I'm saying? You blacker than black. You know what I'm saying? I look closer fair skinned the masses. He preferred, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's that divide and conquer
yeah,
mentality.
the whole northern kingdom got this little thing towards Judah. Now, but in the back of their mind, they know it's the head tribe because they
Yeah.
follow Judah. Like they say, "Oh, we the blueprint." You know, Jake
Yeah.
been saying that a lot because all these different nations around the world, they now having rap battles and shit.
Yeah.
I keep seeing rap battles in India, but if you know the truth, you'll understand. Okay, those are Israelites because they gotta be because we've been scattered everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he just embraced our culture too, but Jake is still over there, so they had to be around some Jakes. And they say,
Right.
he probably was nice, and then they started doing it. But he looked like them, talked like them.
Well,
you know?
because Jake identified people in the same predicament as them. Like you know, you always hear it. Like black people welcome everybody. Like you know what I'm saying. Like Jake just had that spirit of like embracing everybody, and that's a weakness too. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can't love everybody. You know what I'm saying? Jake don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? He don't understand that there's a what's the word I'm looking for? But there's a separation within nations, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can't paint everything with a broad stroke. You know what I'm saying? You know, just because you would treat somebody with dignity, respect,
Right.
you know, it got to be reciprocated. Esau showed you time and time again he's incapable of doing that, man. The goddamn devil. How can the fucking demon do that?
You don't got no soul. When you really break it, I mean, the shit about Epstein Island, which I didn't read that shit because I know it'll make you puke. But if you even think about what might be in those files, this
Right.
dude, he don't have a soul. He can't.
Yeah.
The shit that they doing to infants and toddlers and children, you know.
Yeah, I call it the X-Files.
You know?
Jeremiah 50, you said what, 33?
Yep.
Jeremiah 50 and 33, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together.
Now, when you look at the children of Israel, that's dealing with the northern kingdom. All right. When you go into the history of the 12 tribes of Israel, the kingdom was split. All right. After the death of Solomon, the kingdom was split between Jeroboam and then Rehoboam. Okay. So you had the 10 tribes, that's the northern kingdom. Then you had the southern kingdom, which ultimately consists of 3 tribes, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Now, there's only 12 tribes, but that's what the scriptures say. Exodus says these are the 10 tribes.
Right.
You know, but there's only 12 tribes. Don't get it twisted. Because Judah, Levi was with the northern kingdom because the priests were scattered amongst all the tribes to minister unto them, man, to show them how to serve the Lord and make sacrifices for them. But what happened was they kicked the Levites out because they know the Levites was going to say, nah, you got to go back to, Jerusalem and make a sacrifice. The northern kingdom, he didn't want that. So he set up idols.
Right.
And to this day, Ephraim is joined on the idols. You know, hard-headed as they in Catholicism, they worshiping Caesar Borgia,
the Holy Trinity, that Mary, that Mother Mary spirit,
which goes back to the Queen of Heaven, the worship of the woman. And that's all you see. They got all these new movies and shit coming out. It's all about the woman, man.
This church behind us. Look, right behind us. Look at this, right there. Speaking of it, look, that's Mother Mary.
Make it so bad they made.
Oh wow, it's called St. Mary's Church. That's wild.
That's making it so bad they don't made a nursery rhyme or storybook about it. Mary had the little lambs.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Lamb supposed to be Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? See how they did that? You know? The whole time you thought it was some school. You know
yeah, they made the emphasis on the mother.
Yeah.
They put Mary up. She's just a incubator. The woman is an incubator. You know what I'm saying? Not that she doesn't have a role, but a lot of these women don't want to play that role. You know what I'm saying? They want to be put on a pedestal.
Yeah,
they want to be worshipped.
The role of the woman is very important, man.
Right.
You know, because the scripture says that she's a pillar of rest. You get a good woman.
Right.
But here, these women, shit, that make you want to. They say she's more bitter than death on this side. You don't even want to be around her. You have men that fucking work 12-hour shifts. And they
can't get a meal.
And they'll go home and sit in the car in their driveway because they know if they go inside, they're going to catch pure hell.
Right. What it says, I'd rather dwell on a rooftop or live in a a forest with a wild with a lion. You know what I mean? So that speaks volumes. You know, and it reads, "Were the children." This is Jeremiah 50 and 33. I'll start from the top. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together.
So if you think about that, these two kingdoms will be oppressed together, but then you got to say, well, how or when did this happen?
Right.
Because when you go into the history, the northern kingdom had been oppressed by Assyria, and they went into the Assyrian captivity. What happened next was the northern kingdom ended up coming to this side, so-called New World, you know, and then that only left the southern kingdom. The southern kingdom had to deal with the Greeks, the Romans.
Right.
70 AD, that was on. Now you did have some remnants of the northern kingdom that got left behind and mingled in, but the majority around that time, it was only the southern kingdom. The northern kingdom was already here for thousands of years.
Right.
That's why Jake keeps saying that. You know, we've been here, which is true. A lot of tribes have been here, but you cannot deny the fact that we were brought here on slave ships either.
Right.
You know?
Also, too, you got to know the history to understand the mysteries. That's why the Apocrypha is very pertinent in understanding. You know what I'm saying? Because that brings in a lot of information that only the prophets have been privy to. You know what I'm saying? Which also authoritates the Northern Kingdom coming over here. And it's movies about it. 1492. You know what I'm saying? That documents. You know what I'm saying? Ezra was talking about. You know what I'm saying? You know. So yeah, Esau knew exactly what he was doing. The Apocrypha goes in to talk about Alexander the Free. You know, it's unrefutable. And it reads, and all that took them captives held them fast.
Now they've been held in detention cities.
Right.
So the whole thing of ICE, right, is to get the people out, you know, get the immigrants out, so-called Mexicans, Haitians. Then why are you putting them in detention cities?
Right. Right.
The scripture says they hold them fast, they refuse. You know what that's about? That's about ultimately our temptation. Esau wants to chip everybody, man.
Yeah.
Ultimately gonna say, okay, you want to be in this country, then you have to take the chip.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
also too, that's going into Gad, because Gad is on the reservations and they protesting now too, because once again they breaking the treaties. They trying to steal Gad land to put them damn data centers there.
I heard them data centers not really what they are, man. That's
Know
just
what I'm saying?
a front for them to take the water for them underground
It's
bunkers.
a resource.
Yeah.
Water is a resource.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
Because you got major hubs like over in California, that those rivers is drying up. You know what I'm saying? They was doing that with Issachar down there in Mexico. They was taking the water and giving them Coca-Cola. You know what I'm saying? Like that, and basically they was giving them a disease, because what does that Coca-Cola have in it? What's the main ingredient? Sugar. You know what I'm saying?
That mechanic, he said that shit, just put some Coca-Cola on.
Yeah, and it's very acidic. You know what I'm saying?
That shit could unrust the you know.
Fucking a lug nut, motherfucker. You numb nut. Drinking that shit. But it reads, they refuse to let them go. Their Redeemer is strong.
That's Yahweh. All right. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is strong, man.
Right.
He's strong enough to not let us get consumed by this damn devil, to wake us up in the midst of captivity and set us in order before your eyes. That's how strong the Most High is, man. To take this kingdom from you. You know?
Yeah, because it was given to him. It says the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. He didn't take it. We gonna take it. But it's gonna be by the commencement of the Lord of hosts, man. Sabaoth. You know? And it reads, the Redeemer is strong. The Lord Yahweh of hosts is his name.
Meaning what? The Lord of armies.
Right.
So the Most High is gonna raise up the army of the of Israelites, man. All right, he's gonna go against you Edomites. You get Zechariah, I think it's 9:13. Let's go back there. You know, Most High gonna put the spirit on Jake to do something. Right now, they ain't doing shit. They making TikToks. They, you know, you have some Jakes that in the spirit of being roused up, but as a whole, Jake just want to party, man. Get one of these nasty ass women until they realize that, oh shit, you know, she's a demon. You know, I just seen a video of this Jake. He's beating the shit out of this woman on the ring cam.
Yeah.
You know, why is that? Probably because she committed adultery on him.
Fuck with him and shit. The book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 8. Judah, thou art he whom thy brother shall praise.
But ultimately, our respect is gonna come back. All right, and that praise is gonna start with Yahweh Shai, of course, and the elect. But that respect for Judah is gonna be back, man. You know.
Praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thy enemies.
That's literally choking the shit out of Esau and you other nations. Ishmael too.
What you said, that Homer Simpson bark.
You know how the tongue be out.
Style, yeah.
You know.
Thy father, the children shall bow down before thee.
Yeah, the other the tribes. You know.
Judah is a lion's whelp from the prey. My son, thou art gone up. And he stood down. He couched as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rise him up?
Yeah, Jake got that spirit of a lazy ass old lion, man. All right, and with all this stuff happened to him, Jake just you know, I'm gonna work my 9 to 5. As long as it don't come near me, it's gonna come near you, man. All right, the Most High is gonna rouse you up. You're gonna have to do something because Esau, he's not gonna stop, and he's gonna turn it up. You know.
What he says, sparing none, the young or the old. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna spare the young or the old. So you niggas better stand up and die for something, or you gonna lay down, you know what I'm saying, and fall for anything, man. No?
Verse 10, the scepter shall not depart from Judah.
It's going into what? That kingship, man. Which goes back to David and ultimately Yahweh Shai. You know, because the Lord gave David an everlasting kingdom. You know?
And King Solomon. And what was it? Hezekiah. The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor the lawgiver from between his feet until Shiloh come.
It goes into peace.
Peace.
Yahweh Shai.
Yep. And unto him shall be gathering of the people.
That's Yahweh Shai. You know, he's that, I think it's called, that's the signal from Isaiah 11, gathering all the people in. You know, the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 28, verse 8. The prophet have been before me, and before thee of old prophesies both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war, of evil, and pestilence.
And this time we had Jeremiah prophesying against Jerusalem. He said, like, look, y'all gonna get y'all shit together. The Babylonians are gonna come. They're gonna jack y'all up, man. They're gonna burn the temple. For this, they hated Jeremiah. You couldn't say nothing about the temple back then. Because Jake was stoning you. You know, they're off. You know, so they didn't like what Jeremiah was saying, but it happened because he's prophesying against them.
Yeah.
You know?
What were they? They were zealots. Saying they was overzealous. You know what I'm saying? That means when you overly religious. You know, so they looked at the temple as being, you know what I'm saying, the whole purpose, you know what I'm saying, of their existence. They pretty much worshiped that temple, man. Those synagogues. You know?
Yep. Hey, Jake will worship anything.
Right.
The serpent on the pole, generations later, Jake started worshiping that, man. One of the kings had to do away with it. You know? Yeah, Jake worshiped the black woman. Black woman is God. Jake will worship anything, man. Esau knows that, and he take advantage of that. Now he makes you worship him.
Right.
You know, we might sound crazy because it's still, you know, life is still happening. But Esau, he's going down. You know, they might still be building shit. You might still have to pay a bill and this and that. But Esau is at his end, man. We're one day closer to our beginning.
Right. Yeah, Jake was known for that though. Anytime we intermingle with the heathens, what happened? We end up serving they gods. We got curious. You know what I'm saying? What Moloch? Moloch was who god was that?
I think it might have been Ammon or Moab.
Come on,
Moab. Moloch.
Moloch. I think that was more like that could have been more like an Egyptian god.
Okay.
Because remember when we came out of Egypt,
Yeah.
that's what they would make that statue for. When they took all the Moses told them to take their earrings, and not Moses, when Aaron told them to take all their earrings, and he
To
made
make
a
the calf.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that was resembling the Moloch.
Yeah.
That's what they're sacrificing. Right.
I'm sorry, I got you. It says Molech was served by various ancient Canaanite and Phoenician cultures. The Ammonites who knew him as Milcom and certain apostate Israelites and Judite kings, most notably King Ahaz and Manasseh, who practiced child sacrifice by fire in the Valley of Hinnom. So the really Canaanites and Ammonites, a lot of people, even wicked ass Israelites.
Right.
You know?
But that happened time and time again. Anytime we mingle with the heathens, we somehow ended up serving their gods, man. Getting seduced by perverse spirits, man. That's why we weren't supposed to, you know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, even though it's lawful, but you know, we weren't supposed to really take on heathen customs and their women because they would teach the children to go off.
That's the reason why Yahweh told us
saying?
when we come, like he told Caleb and Joshua, come into Israel to kill all them Canaanites.
Right.
And since we didn't do that, it became a snare. They've been a thorn because we ended up worshiping their gods.
Right.
We left them. We spared some. We was ordered to knock them off, like take them out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We left them. We spared some.
Right.
Ordered to knock.
Which one?
Jeremiah 28,
Oh,
verse 9.
We got that in Zechariah.
Yeah. Zechariah. This is the book of Zechariah 10, 9 and 13. When I have bent Judah for me.
That means what? That means the Most High, you bent something into shape. All right, so scripture says, when I have bent Judah for me, pretty much, and that notice it always starts with Judah, because that goes back to Judah being the head tribe. So the Lord said, when I get Judah and where I want him to be, and I've been Judah in shape. Go ahead.
And okay. When I have been Judah for me, fill the bowl with Ephraim.
So Judah is gonna be what? Fill the bowl. So Ephraim's gonna be the arrows.
Right.
Meaning it's gonna take Judah to pop it off, but once Judah pops it off, the northern kingdom's gonna fall. They ain't gonna have no issues with it, man.
Yeah.
They're gonna fall right in line.
Well, you know what that symbolizes? That symbolizes that we need each other. A bow is useless without the arrow. I mean, to be honest, you can use it as a weapon overall, or arrow, but it's ineffective to how it was designed to work.
It's designed to be together.
You know what I'm saying? It's a projectile. It's a catapult. You know what I'm saying? It's more efficient if you shoot an arrow from a bow. You know what I'm saying? A bow and an arrow. Crossbow. And it reads, and raise up thy sons, O Zion.
So the sons of Zion are the Israelites. All right. Now the elect is not gonna be out here, randomly punching Edomites and crashing out. But the Most High is gonna put the spirit on these Jake to start fighting back, because Esau, he ain't gonna stop, man. There's some situation with Nolan Wells.
Yeah.
I think I brought this up before. But I seen a video where this Jake, he was just chilling with his Edomite friends. You could tell he might have had a white mom or whatever. He looked like a mixed Jake. And he goes up to him, he requests, hey man, you okay? He's like, what? He said, are you all right? And he was acting all confused. He said, well, you heard what happened to Nolan Wells. I'm just checking on him. He did that for all his Edomite. So you could imagine the tension that he just did from bringing that up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See, and that's what Jake deal with. Jake deal with post-traumatic stress disorder here. It's very stressful going out. Well, who said that? Somebody said it. They said, yo, when I be in a crowd of Edomites, man, I get nervous. I have like anxiety, panic attacks. Because these motherfuckers can say anything.
Y'all do anything.
At the drop of a dime. You know what I'm saying? And you know, especially in them little small hick towns, you know what I'm saying? You know, you shit, man. Good luck.
Lord God be with you, man.
Right.
You know, this is Luke 12:51. Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth, I tell you nay, but rather division.
So he come to split. He come to cause war among his people, man. He come to make a separation, man. You know, you're gonna be with me or you're gonna be on the other side. How it is, like how Moses said, we came out on Mount Sinai. Choose this day who you gonna serve, life or death. You know what I'm saying? He said he come to bring division, even in the household, even with your wife, even with your mama, your daddy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your kids,
Yeah.
your best friends, people at work. He come to bring this division, and I don't see how these bugged out Christians don't see that. You know, people don't see it. He said, "Go, you know, Christ. He come to bring everybody together." No, it don't. Y'all must be overlooked. Read that scripture again.
Yeah, I got you.
Huh?
This is Luke 12:51. Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth, I tell you nay, but rather division.
He said, rather division, man. It's gonna be a civil war. You know, class wars. It's gonna be an uproar, man. So he said, "I'll tell you not. I'm not bringing peace on earth. I'm coming to bring a sword, a spiritual sword and a physical. Because these words gonna cut. When they hear this word, you know, you bring out the scriptures. You tell you got a homeboy or a brother or family member that might be a mo, and you tell him you gotta get up out of that. You know, so he gonna get mad at you.
I'll get offended.
It's the demon. It's the spirit on him.
Mm-hmm.
Spirit in him.
You tell her when you tell the black woman, it could be your auntie, your cousin, your sister, your homegirl, your wife, that you're supposed to be a servant to a man and not talk back. You know, you a servant. You ain't no queen. You ain't no bad bitch. You know, tell her that. She might don't want to talk to you no more after that. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
You tell her that you 2/3 of you black fucking women might not make it, and it's time of Jacob's trouble come. She ain't gonna want to talk to you.
Yeah, that whole come as you are spirit.
Yep.
Nah, Lord ain't dealing with that.
So he said, I've come to bring a division, man, a separation. He's gonna split. What a sword do? It cuts. Like it divides.
Cut to half.
Half. Cut that head off. It severs the head from the body. You know?
That's what Josh did. Joshua drew a line in the sand. He said, this day, me and my household shall serve the Lord. You're going to have to choose.
Yeah.
You're going to have to pick a side.
Pick a side. A lot of our people on side with Satan.
Right.
And I think when you do the math on 2/3, it equals out to 6.66%.
Mm-hmm.
So that's spiritual
That's
right
a demonic
there.
number in itself.
Then you got the 1/3. So a lot of our people are going after Satan. A lot of our women are going after Satan. You know what you got? You got something?
I'm about to get some bad people.
You got back in here. Zechariah 9-13.
Yep.
And it reads,
You finish with that scripture. Jeremiah 28.
Yeah, we finished that
I'm
one.
here about to rain now.
Felt it.
Yeah. And raised up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece, and made thee as the sword of a mighty man. I'm about to dip on one of these trees with that umbrella over there.
About top.
Where?
Stilson.
We're going to have to go way over there. We might just dip on the umbrella there, put the camera under there.
All right.
Yeah. Waterproof, got holes in it.
For these two. Electronic.
Sit down outside camp.
Right.
Sit down outside camp.
It ain't gonna catch us, though. Sit down, I don't think.
Should put it like,
Nah, it ain't wet. We just gonna have to get it wet. It ain't coming out hard, so probably get out a few more. Yeah. Wrap it up, I guess. Can you shrink that down? You put it on the table.
You like the outfit. Man, a motherfucking bat. I'm gonna tell you about this bat that flew in my house, man. Oh man, that shit was crazy. Oh man, that was the first time all my life living in that house.
Never had a bat.
Yo, that shit flew on top of me, man.
Oh, damn.
Oh man,
That's worse.
I was laid down. I felt someone said, "Dude," and I felt something just. That's like, what is this? It felt like because they didn't have my lights on and I had the TV, but I felt something just like felt like Velcro when he flew off, and that's what the fuck was that?
Right.
And then it came back on me again. I looked and I seen it. I said, "Oh," and I thought at first it was a mouse. And I looked. I said, "Shit was flying around." I said, "Oh man, it's a bat." I said, I jumped off the couch. I said,
Right.
I caught it last night, though. I mean, when I came back home, I caught that. I was like, oh, it's bullshit. Yeah, I got some. The book of Nahum, chapter 3, verse 1. Woe to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery. Pray departeth not.
Yeah, the pray departed not. Esau makes it hard for you to read. He'll throw you out of prison because Esau needs these prisons to be populated, man. That's why he keeps building it.
What they call this? Sweat equity?
Sweat equity.
It's basically modern day slavery.
Mhm.
That's how they're making their money back. I'm saying with low startup costs.
I believe that's the 13th Amendment. In order for you to put somebody in slavery, they got to put it ground.
Right.
And the prey departeth not. The noise of the whip and the noise of the rattling of the wheel.
It's going to all these different festivals and chariots, 6 foals and shit, bouncing, war tanks and reps.
That whip, that means the police going upside Jake head all the time. Upside Billy Club, beating them up, stomping them out. You know what I'm saying?
10 squad cars for one thing.
Of the wheels and the prancing of horses and of the jumping chariots. Like also goes back to the 1600s. You know what I'm saying? Getting chased by the overseer from trying to escape. You know what I'm saying? If they'll chase you, they'll bring you down, man. Certain going to different counties trying to find you, trying to get, you seen this slave right here, you seen this nigga.
But that was that's your modern day police force. That's slave catchers. Ain't nothing new under the sun, man.
Yep.
That goes back even with Pharaoh now. You know what I'm saying? You were property. So they have the right to hunt you down, bring you back, kill you.
That's why it's a word called denizen. You heard that before? Denizen means you're not really a citizen. That means you're property. You're not really from it. You're not, what you call have no rights.
Right.
So you're a denizen. You're not a citizen. You know what I'm saying? And the horseman lifted up, and a bright sword, and the glitter in the spear. That goes to shotguns, and then, you know what I'm saying?
That's on the top of martial law.
No, come like that. Yep.
In that dream, I saw Hamite troops over there. And the Hamites, they don't like
Yo, that's crazy that you said that. I remember some years back, I had a dream. Yeah, I had a dream. My homegirl, I used to take to work sometimes. I mean, she called me over, like, chill, hang out, and we would drink. We would drink, and we always did that. We always drink and listen to music, old school music, hang out and talk. So one day I had a big ass a thing of Henny on the table, the half gang, the half gang, good, you know what I'm saying? And we were just sitting around. And the crazy, the apartment that she lived in, that's the apartment I had the dream in. And she was staying somewhere else at that time. This was like back in 2011 when I had the dream. Yo, next thing you know, I see some dark skinned niggas. I'm thinking, I thought she set me up. I said, in the dream, I'm like, what, you setting me up? And then it was some military dudes, it was some Chinese dudes and African dudes. And next thing you know, we was in the parking lot, they was surrounding us. And it was like, surrounding us, like, and they had her, she was like in her, they were about to get ready to scrape her, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, she was like in her t-shirt, and she was just like crying and begging them not to, do whatever. And they had pulled me down and shit. Next thing you know, I had like a rage. I had got power and shit. Then I woke up. Then I woke up. Yeah, man. But that's crazy. You said the African, that's what it was like. I seen some jet black dudes, man. And then I seen like, the fuck Chinese dudes doing? What the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? It was foreign troops. I was in the truth at the time. I had that dream.
You got the IDF, I call them insane demonic forces. They're gonna be over here too. They're already trying to join them up with people in the military if they didn't already.
Right. More likely, Esau, he moved quick. So he already probably got all that established. You know what I'm saying?
So you Edomites, you're losing your country, man. You're losing your sovereignty, which you never had it anyway. This place is brought and paid for by the elites. It's nothing more than a science experiment. They're seeing what they can get away with.
It's gone horribly wrong.
Like I said, like this morning before I came to work, came here, just had a dream about that. I was sleeping in my bed, man. Heard like mad gunshots. It was like it was a war going on. It was like broad daylight in the hood and shit. Everybody was just like, what the fuck going on? But they didn't show what was happening. I just heard the gunshots. Yeah. And everybody outside, like even in my neighborhood was like, it was like nothing. It was just regular. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, that dream I had, that junk scared me. Me up, wow. Because the message what you saw is just getting, but most I can put the spirit on what you saw to go even harder.
Yeah. They had that one, I don't know if he was an Edomite or not, but shot up In and Out. Came out with an assault rifle, man. Killed the manager, some other two employees, or two other employees. Yeah, man. And this is Esau's MO, man. It's teenagers, man. Got army guns, man. Young Edomite teenagers, man.
They're probably gonna do that Ultra MK shit. You know what I'm saying?
No?
Yeah. They're probably on that mind control. That's what they were saying about the brother that was going around knocking out the white knocking out cameras.
Right.
They say he probably on Ultra K.
Right.
Because he was just bugged out his mind, man. He was just like, you did that shit. He just like, you did that. Like you were saying, like how they gonna put a chip in you, make you see things that's not really. Yeah, that's how I figured that's what he was, because he was just blaming everybody for what happened to his son. You know what I'm saying? So what's that shit you were saying? I don't know. He just kept saying, what's that shit y'all was saying with Donald Trump? With Donald Trump, you and Donald Trump, I kill you motherfuckers.
Right.
He was just going up to Seesaw and them, just knocking them out. Boom, boom. So that's just letting you know what's about to happen. We're about to get ready to hold blacks, they terrorists. Donald Trump is gonna come. He's gonna come with it. They're trying to they're trying to build up a case against us so they can, do what they got to do.
Getting ready to throw jakes in these camps.
I won't be surprised at the end of this month, man. It's supposed to be on the 12th. It's supposed to be another planet alignment coming.
Yeah,
August
12th, because that's signs in the heavens.
Yep.
I think it's gonna be a solar eclipse too.
Mm-hmm. Hey, man, shit about to go down, man. That's why, like I said, man, we getting attacked, man, by when that fucking bat came to my house, man. That never happened to me. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is that?
Yeah, that's true. That mind attacks.
Yeah.
Getting sick out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Start tripping, children, whatever it is. Right. Expect that. Because we get closer and closer to the end. You know, so you might just find yourself being pissed off because we about to get up out of here, man. You know, we've been suffering for this long.
But you know what's crazy? But you know what? After all that, I was getting 144 all day yesterday, all last night, just back to back. Everywhere I go, doing lift, 144. Turn around, another 144 in, you know, some comment section. I'm like, damn.
And those is like spiritual, you know,
Confirmation.
confirmation.
Yep.
Outside letting you know that you with you.
Yep.
And it's a good feeling. I remember one time I seen it so much, I started getting afraid.
Afraid, yeah.
Man, Lord willing, I'll be some shit.
Yeah, me too. Come.
You know? Now when I see it, I just gotta thank the Most High that there is a 144. That he even got a ribbon.
Yeah. Speaking of bats, like Batman, that bat call, when you put that sign, that bat's emblem, symbol up, that's the 144 when you see it.
Yep.
Oh. Ching ching.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
The horseman lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear.
Besides going into what? Your modern day weapon. Esau got microwave weapons, he got fucking flock camera, he got some shit, man. Jake is getting
hypersonic missiles,
drones. He don't even gotta come to your hood. He could just send a drone.
Right.
And all you niggas gonna be out there arguing about LeBron and Kobe. Jordan and Kobe, who's the best basketball player?
Nah, they gonna be beefing about Rochester, upstate New York, rap battle beef.
38 Special and Jada Kiss.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's a whole bunch of characters now.
Yeah.
Involved in it.
The whole lot of shit for niggas to argue about.
But that's the division, though, man. That's the division. We from the same state. That's why, you know what I'm saying? If it's that simple, how more deeper than in religion? Even though we not a religion, but you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna kumbaya and come together like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? The Lord gonna, you know, rouse up that old line. You know what I'm saying? You know, Jake ain't gonna do it, you know what I mean? We ain't joining hands with no Muslim. We ain't joining hands with no motherfucking Baptist. You know, Buddha. We ain't doing that, bro. We're doing our own thing over here, man. We ain't fucking with you.
That's what scripture say. That's why scripture say, yea, gather you together, old nation, not desire.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. That's the elect gathering. We ain't gathered outside of that. You ain't part of this, man. You is not fucking with you.
You're gonna die hard.
Yeah.
When Esau get you and lynch your ass, they might torture you first. So what's happened to all these people going missing? Now people keep saying, oh, it's the police doing it, it's the cops doing it. You know, it's the state troopers. Truckers going missing because you didn't deliver a load in the sun downtown. There's one damn highway, I think it's I-90. So it's like 500
Missing people report.
serial killers.
Oh, wow.
They're saying there's over 500 serial killers along that highway.
Well, they say a lot of them do be the truck drivers because it has to be somebody that moves around a lot. You know what I'm saying? I saw that like last year or so. They were getting into trying to figure out why all these people was coming up missing. You know what I'm saying? So it either got to be the truckers or the state troopers. You know what I'm saying?
So it's fucking government.
And they say in Chicago they found a abandoned building with a whole bunch of dead bodies in the hood. Right. Chicago, I just read it that last night. Abandoned building in Chicago. Yep. And the horsemen lifted up both bright swords and the glittering spear, and there is the multitude of slain of carcasses, and there is none end of their corpse.
I mean, a lot of motherfuckers gonna get slaughtered. They say lifted up the white sword, and there's just a multitude of carcasses. That's when Esau chimps out.
Yep.
You know, that's what they like to say.
Yeah.
Esau chimped out. He take over the whole world.
Right. Now that's when Esau chubbed the builder out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You just go around, start harassing Jake. You know what I'm saying? Looking to get punched in the face.
Which I believe that was I think it was a northern king that started doing what he was doing.
I saw that one.
Calling niggers and stuff.
Yeah. That's that evil eye.
So somebody beat his ass.
One other Edomite trying to follow in his steps too.
Yeah, I saw that.
He set that dude on, set his ass on fire, fucking with his grandmother.
Yeah.
Set his ass right on fire.
Yeah.
And the end of their corpse, they stumble upon their corpse. That means when you walk, you're gonna be like, oh shit, dead body right there, like
Right.
you're gonna be stepping over them and all that.
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Jacob's Trouble come, man.
But that too, if I could land back, that's showing you that it don't take much to push a person off the ledge. You know what I'm saying? Like these people gonna snap. You know what I mean? They already bugging out because rent's so high and they homeless and they living in their cars and shit. And you know, they don't see no end of working.
Yeah, and going back to the dream, it seemed like none of the dates had jobs. You know, and that they still wasn't roused up, man. They still was on some partying and bullshit. You know, Jacobs really could be happy with
nothing.
with nothing.
Bare minimum.
Esau can't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why it's gonna take Esau to start this Egyptian against Egyptian. You know?
Just gonna go right into watch this. Verse 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft.
So that's America, the mistress of witchcraft.
That's
man.
in Revelation, what, 17? Yep.
So everything around you is to be with you. Like literally. You know what I mean? All this shit goes back to witchcraft, man.
That goes back into what we were just talking about. Upstate, downstate beef with rap battles, and you know, you had the shit going on with Jay-Z and Dame Dash, and all that's just going on with witchcraft. Distractions, you know?
Yeah. Correct. Now you ride down Chala, you see niggas arguing. Who the best rapper?
Right.
You know? Meanwhile, people is being lynched. Police shootings.
Fair fest going on.
You're losing everything, you know?
Yeah.
Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft, Babylon, that selleth nations.
Who those nations? The Israelites, ultimately. Yeah, I mean, that's why when you go to Revelation, it says the souls of men. This place literally wants your soul. The amount of time and energy you got to put into this world, it's taxing, man. You know, just waking up, going to work, doing the same shit every day, dealing with these same people that act like they like you. That shit is taxing. You know, draining.
Please.
And then you back to that end to where you can't even barely afford to put food in your house, keep the lights on. You know,
It's giving you a feeling of being trapped, of not being able to escape. You know what I'm saying? Because that was the whole American dream, was to be able to, you know what I'm saying, earn an honest living, afford to buy your first home, you know what I'm saying, save money, go on vacations, you know what I'm saying? You know, so now people are seeing that so-called American dream slowly, you know what I'm saying, slip away from their reach, from their grasp. And they getting fucking, it's driving them nuts.
especially Esau. Jacob
Right.
never really had shit anyway.
Right.
Jacob makes something out of nothing.
Right.
But what that little Jake be doing, Esau is so jealous of that shit, man. He's jealous of anything Jake got.
Who does that? Who else do that? Black woman.
Right.
She see you happy, she can't stand that. She's like, she gonna want to take away your joy.
Yeah.
Why you? I've been in a relationship. They like, why you fucking happy?
Right.
She ain't happy. She gonna make sure your ass ain't happy.
But that goes to that old saying, happy wife, happy life.
Oh.
But somebody hit me with the rebuttal to that, and it says, a happy man is God's plan.
Yep.
That's biblical.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But what it is that it's that jealousy.
Yep.
It's that jealousy. That's the whole thing with Will Smith and Jada Pinkett. You know what I'm saying? She's jealous because when they go out, I just saw one like a couple months ago, motherfuckers was stopping Will. They wasn't stopping her. She went ahead and walked, you know, ahead of him. She trying to get to the car. She asked security, where the car at? This and that. Everybody like, Will, you know, Will, hey. You know what I'm saying? So
the woman don't. She don't feel good because she's not first. She's not on top.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yep.
But you know what it is? We gotta blame this society because society has made these women think that they're the prize. It didn't used to be like that, but it's through breaking up the family nuclear
family.
the nuclear family, the nucleus.
Yeah, we started with the whole family.
Yeah, it was by design.
Gloria Steinem.
Yeah.
And you had our woman go up there and drink that, bite that feminist apple.
Right.
And now look at you.
Just like I was telling you the other day when I was watching doing Live, I seen the short that worked at the hospital. She was like, hey, you know, like not like saying like, oh, my car in the shop. Yeah, I'm about to buy these houses and all that. I'm like, what that came from? I just stopped. She just started talking about Or,
because she was embarrassed.
Yeah.
She was embarrassed. She was on a scooter, e-scooter.
Yup. Now it was on. I don't know. It was all black. I don't know if that was her personal scooter or
But
not.
it was a scooter.
Scooter. Yup.
E-scooter mean electric.
Electric. Yeah.
Electric
Oh,
scooter.
I thought
E-bike.
you talking about the little downtown.
Oh yeah, it's same, but
Yeah.
yeah, I know what you're saying. But no, she was embarrassed because you saw her at a low point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So she had to boast to make it seem like she had all this shit going on
Yeah.
to kind of. And you said you went to school with her?
Nah. She worked at the
Oh,
hospital. Yeah. She
yeah. So you know her.
Yep.
So she looked good.
Yeah.
She had to stunt just to, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. And it's not like
shit crazy,
and this
bro.
shit is so crazy that it's not like I didn't never see you in the car. I see you in the car before. I know you got a whip.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know it's a possibility it could be shot or whatever. That wasn't even on my mind. You know what I'm saying? But that's just
It goes
how.
back to the pride, man.
Yeah.
And these women being so damn masculine now, man. And the women are masculine and the men are feminine.
Like I was telling you when I was driving off. You know what I'm saying? I ain't like the look she gave me, man. She gave me that look like on my belly. I don't like that shit. I don't like, that's how. She gave me that look like. She was turning her bike around. She was looking at me like, like getting back on her scooter and shit.
That's those demons.
I was like, damn.
Crazy.
Oh, watch them get this.
All
All
right. Talk 25.
This is Ezekiel 25:12, and it reads, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, because that Edom have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance."
So this is vengeance. All right, because a lot of our people don't know that during the so-called Dark Ages, the Israelites were ruling. You know, you got this new show. Well, it's not new, but you got a new season of the show, House of Dragons, which is a spin-off from Game of Thrones. And I've been seeing videos of how all the characters' names sound black, you know, so-called black. Which there's so-called black people in the show, but that's inspired from medieval Europe, like Scotland, you know, Ireland, where Jakes used to rule those lands, you know. So they might show you white characters, but that actually goes back to the so-called black nobility, Israelites rule. You know, so this is really payback for us taking over Rome and putting Esau in slavery during the Dark Ages. He wants revenge.
Revenge.
You know, really goes back to the birthright. It's way deeper than that.
Yeah,
You know,
further back. But a lot of things are passed down orally. You know what I'm saying? So it's Edomites that can go back and tell you, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the black people, you know, if they get too far ahead, they get bigoted, then they'll take over. Even back in, you know, not so distant past with the Black Wall Street, Rosewood, they show you in the movies, even though those was historical, what the devil said when he came in Jake's house. You like, this nigga got a piano. I ain't even got a piano. You know what I'm saying? So that jealousy, it burns them up. You know what I'm saying? To see black, because they know, like, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter, black, white, Asian, Puerto Rican, or Haitian. You know, that song keeps it.
Yep.
But no, that's just how it goes. Okay? Whoever is in the power seat takes control of the country or that community. So white people have to keep that power seat by any means necessary. So they can't let Jake get shoulder to shoulder or above them.
They not wrong for it. You know what I'm saying? Just their kingdom. They ain't wrong for it.
in that movie Harlem Nights, the cop said the same thing.
Yep.
He said, you know, 'cause, you know, they was doing good. They had their little racketeers. I think it was like a nightclub, or, you know, they were shooting craps and shit. You know, Harlem Nights.
Yeah,
The cop came on. They said, "Man, I see you niggas living this good. I'm living in the hovel."
Right.
That's how they feel, man.
Yeah.
You know, but Jake is doing better than you in your own society. That's a shame.
Right.
You know,
Go to show you the people of the Lord.
Yep.
And Jake got natural pure talent.
The Jake guy is your woman. You know, Esau pissed off about that.
Yeah.
You know.
That's what that whole Birth of a Nation movie was based off. You know what I'm saying? It was over sexualizing Jake as a beastly rapist, and they had to keep the white woman safe from Jake. Jake was roving around, but you know that goes back to history too with Hannibal.
Yep.
You
That
know
goes
what I'm
back even
saying?
further than that. In the time was in Babylon. It was like the servants of the what's his name? Nebuchadnezzar and all of them, you know, Cyrus and all that. They what they call it? What's the word for it? Eunuch. They made us
I was gonna
eunuch.
say that.
They made us
Yeah.
eunuch, so we want to sleep with what they
Exactly.
you know, with they servants,
Yeah.
female servants.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Eunuchs.
And women, they wives, because you was inside the house
House, yep.
as a servant. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because just like in the hospital, you know what I'm saying, you got women like workers and they need male workers for their stout for their muscle.
Yeah.
Women can't be lifting up patients up and shit. I mean, they got machines now, but they have male orderlies.
Yeah.
The male orderlies did the heavy lifting in there. So you got a male slave in the house, and you know them women be promiscuous, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So they ain't, you know, they get hot in between, you know, the legs. So they ain't, you know what I'm saying? Big buff Jake walking around in there.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They gonna have their way. You know? This is Ezekiel 25 and 12. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, because that Edom have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance and have greatly offended.
Yeah,
And
speaking of the Babylonians, when Nebuchadnezzar and them came, Esau was right there saying, raise it, raise it, raise it. All right, they helped burn the temple, and the people of Israel that escaped or tried to escape, they slaughtered them or handed them over to the Babylonians. So fuck Esau, man. Fast forward to the Greeks, they put swine on our temple, defiled it, try to stop us from being who we are. Couldn't keep the Passover or circumcise your sons.
Right.
You know, 70 AD, you know what the Romans did. You know, 1492, what he did to the Northern Kingdom. And to this day, he's still slaughtering us, man.
Archetypus.
Which commemorates 70 AD, which commemorates him coming in and destroying our people, man. Go back.
Yep. The book of Nahum, chapter 3, verse 5. Behold, I'm against thee, saith the Lord of hosts.
Yeah, the Most High is against you. So he's against you. All right, the angels against you. The whole collective is against you.
The sun's against you.
Yep.
We against you.
Yep. The whole planet.
even the stars of heaven is against the planets.
The animals.
That's why you get the red moon, the red sun, the alignments of the water. I mean, the alignments of the planet. The Lord using all the elements against this kingdom. You know? Let you know those are all signs he's about to take you down. Yep. And behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirt upon thy face, and
Which
I will.
means what? Your secrets, man. And now it's coming out what you did here, how you really got this land, how you get down. All right, that's what you don't want to talk about, but that's what we talk about.
Get exposed, you know, that's good. Secret be exposing.
And now you got Iran making Lego videos. The other nations are mocking you.
Right.
Because you thought you was going to just walk in there and bully shit.
And take the fuck over.
Now you're getting your ass whipped. It's coming out that hundreds of soldiers have been slaughtered.
Right.
A lot of those soldiers over there starving. You need to start drafting people. A lot of you people gonna be drafted, man. You know, tough guys and shit, street niggas. You know, you women, you just gonna be out here with no man, no
Right.
man in sight. Bunch of children. All
Bunch
right.
of moles.
And these troops gonna be out here. They
How
gonna
many?
be going house door to door, man.
Right. They said the U.S. Stockpile of missiles has been depleted.
Yeah, your weaponry is being depleted.
Donald Trump just put out a decree that whoever's making
Leak
that lying about that, so-called lying about that, that they're gonna arrest him.
It ain't lying, because how it get leaked if it was a lie.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And host, and I will discover thy skirt upon thy face, and
So
I will.
you're being discovered, man. It's being discovered that your weapon cache is dwindling.
Right.
Your own people are suffering, you know.
So they find out that she's not a virgin. Like,
Right.
Like, oh, she's not a virgin. You know, seeing all types of diseases, warts. Your stomach don't shrivel up.
Right.
You know, it look like a prune juice, like that. You know how you see a chick, she got her stomach. She might have a bad body, but you see her stomach, she got
They
that
just run on multiple children.
children. Yup, that's that spirit of jealousy, the water. You know what I'm saying? With this shit shrimp up like a prune and shit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
bit of water,
Yup.
right side.
Yup.
And also your servicemen are speaking up out against you. What was that Marine that was in that courthouse and they had to drag him out, he broke his arm. He said, we don't want to fight for Israel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You get more and more the generals quitting or getting fired, but not, you know what I'm saying?
Those gonna be the ones that gonna cause a civil war because they're gonna link up. They probably doing that already now. Like,
Well, no, that's part of their what's that thing? The oath keeping.
Yep.
That they can form together to overthrow a tyrannical government. You know what I'm saying? Which has been displayed with this orange man.
Yep.
And Cheeto.
Yeah,
Chester
yeah.
Cheeto,
Yeah, you do
man.
like Chester Cat. Chester
You know
Cheeto
what
the
I'm
cat.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah, you do look like
You know
that
what I'm
motherfucker.
saying? Looking like you rocking a Michael Myers mask.
Hey.
See that motherfucking hair?
Yup.
And he's shitty. Comes out that he wears diapers. And he
Oh,
can't-
that's
he
crazy.
can't control the bowel movements.
Yeah, he like what, 76,
Shady.
80 years old?
Shitty T.
He's so sick. You know, he likes the activities he's into.
Crohn's and colitis ass.
He got the Oceanus Epiphany syndrome going on. You know what I'm saying?
Proud ass, shitty pampered devil.
Right.
And I will show the nations thy nakedness and the kingdoms thy shame. So like you just said, they're making Legos about this place. All the kingdoms making jokes about this place, man.
Pretty soon they're gonna shoot nukes.
Right.
The people won't say, "Oh, see, this is why we should have put Kamala in there." If you'd have put Kamala in there, man, we'd probably be at war with.
Yup.
Other nations ain't about to respect no goddamn woman, telling them what to do.
But she runs, and she women run shit off of emotions. You know what I'm saying? She bent by it. I'm good. You can.
Let's get Ezekiel 21, 7, 8.
Ezekiel 26 and 12, thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, because that Edom have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance and have greatly offended.
The lynching strange fruit, you have greatly offended, man. You know, one of the greatest offenses of you turning our Lord to look like a damn devil, leprous fucking devil, leprous homo. You made his hair long, you made his eyes blue. All right, you made his hair long, leprous. You made his skin leprous. Right. Scriptures, when you made his eyes were not red. So when you look at the description of the Lord, it don't look nothing like the image that we've been taught.
Right.
You know?
And Esau back lying again. They're talking about leprosy has emerged again. But then not. He had like a faint little picture, like a patchy, like a white patch, but it more they went into like the lumps,
Yes,
having the big lumps with that, you know, leprosy deformed face. But you know what I'm saying? It's really dealing with skin complex. You know what I'm saying? You're losing your melanin.
How your boy said, Uncle Rutherford very lively.
Very light, exactly. And that's what MJ suffered from. You know what I'm saying?
How that motherfucker bleached this nigga?
That probably was part of it, you know what I'm saying, because he had to turn it back to the dominating color. Because the dark skin pigment was majorly fading away, so he had to pick a side. But no, he was messed up in the head because he did take on Esau's characteristics.
Yeah.
Because why you shave your nose that thin?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, why your hair look like white,
Yeah.
white people hair.
Yeah, thinning it out and shit.
You know what I'm saying? Long and, you know, lustrous.
Shows it out now, that series, Exterminate the Brutes. It's on HBO Max. But when Esau got in power, he changed the beauty standards. He changed the intelligence, what it means to be, you know, everything. And it has to revolve around Esau.
Yeah.
So if it's not what Esau said, it ain't standards. It's not super beauty standards.
Exactly. And a lot of the Jake women, I've seen comment, they said he looked way better before he did all that shit. They're like, it wasn't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Same thing with Little Kim.
Yeah.
Especially
She
her.
looked crazy.
Like
Yeah.
fucking Casper the Ghost.
You know what I'm saying? You know, she looked like Lucky the Leprechaun. Unlucky the Leprechaun, man. This shit crazy.
Looks weird.
She's like one of them movies, like a feature from a movie. and shit.
Right.
Esau got paid for that, man.
Sammy Sosa.
Check,
You know
he
what I'm
another
saying?
one.
So that's what I'm saying. When you get in those arenas with white people, so-called white people, you assimilate. You want to be like them to be accepted. Jake think he has to do that.
That's going back to the Greeks.
I-
Our people would do epispasm to
For reverse circumcision.
put the foreskin back on, go and
Blend in.
some nasty ass Edomites, man. Us wrestle butt naked and go to a goddamn naked bathhouse.
Oh. Because Jake do it now. You know, you see Jake go to those country clubs. He'll start buying the little polo shirts. He'll buy the whole kit. Just to blend in with Esau, man. You know? And it reads, and revenged himself upon them. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh of power, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom and will cut off man and beast from it.
So the Lord's ultimately gonna fuck Esau up.
Right.
Keep going.
Right. That's gonna go into the family. He said he's gonna cut the beast off. That's what he tried to do with Gad, right? The bison, the buffalo, right? To starve him out, to kill him. Right? And I will make it desolate from Teman.
Happened in ancient Egypt too. Most I fucked up the cattle. Right, the whole economy.
Stop the rain from falling. And they of Dedan shall fall by the sword.
It goes into what war? A lot of you Edomites, y'all ain't gonna get drafted. Y'all ain't gonna come back, man. And you dumbass jakes that go over there, you definitely coming back. Y'all gonna try to fight against the Lord.
And if it's possible for them to somehow survive that shit over there, they gonna be nothing to come back to.
Right.
Well, you'll see the smoke of our burning.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. When Jake and those militaries, they get put on the front line. So Jake ain't coming back. You can put your head between your legs and kiss your ass goodbye, man. You know what I'm saying? Because Esau gonna make sure, you know what I'm saying, that he preserve his little pasty, nasty ass. Every time, all the time. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom.
Yep, Mosiah said, I'm gonna lay my vengeance on you. Like, I'm gonna lay my hands on you.
Right.
So his hands is his people, boy.
By the hand of my people Israel.
So the Mosiah's gonna allow us to get our revenge back. So all the shit you're doing, you ain't gonna get away with it. And that's why he's so afraid of us. You know, they're just wondering when they're gonna do something.
Yep.
All right, you just wait till the
wait.
Lord, man. The Lord comes.
Lord Terry, wait for it. And they shall do in Edom according to my anger.
So there you go. That the Lord's anger going to include 1,000 years of captivity.
Right.
Us taking your woman. All this going to be done in righteousness. We're not wicked homos like you. You know, unrighteous demons like you.
Right.
All right. We're the sons of God, so we're gonna do it in righteousness, but we are gonna get revenge.
Yeah, we're gonna take back our gold, our silver, our diamonds, our rubies, our emeralds. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take back everything because the earth is ours, man, and everything in it. We're gonna take back you, because you slaves.
Yeah, it says the elder shall serve the younger.
Yeah, man.
So that was always gonna be what it was.
Right.
The Lord said it.
Right now, Esau running around as a vagabond, man. You know, a freaking a fugitive.
And Esau can't handle no pressure. You know, when you look at these jobs, Jake does his best, man. Jake, you know, even at the job right now, when the northern kingdom Jake's not there, it's
chaos.
It's chaos.
Lazy.
Esau don't fucking know how to run stuff, man.
Right.
Or he got a demonic ass woman. She thinks she's a man. She's all masculine. You know, you slap her ass. There's something wrong with you.
Right. Yeah, she's a emotional roller coaster, emotional wreck. Don't know what the hell going on. And it reads,
I hate this place, man.
Right.
This is the highlight of
my life coming
Yeah.
out here.
Right.
You know.
And can I say this too? Because I thought about this earlier. Yeah, Jake tired of working, but Jake ain't lazy. Jake tired of working for you, Esau.
Jake tried to work for you, but then we said much wisdom is much greed. So you find out this dollar is not real money.
Right.
Like we're actually working. Okay, you're gonna have land.
Promising.
You're gonna have some.
Promissory note.
You're gonna have some acres. You're gonna have
Right.
some cattle.
Right.
You're gonna be able to put some homes on here.
Yeah.
That'll be a different mindset. But you're just
Exactly.
working to rent something you're never gonna own.
That's just vexing.
You know, that's very vexing. Man. That would drive you crazy.
You're working to make another race of people rich
That hate you.
that hate you. And they're unjust through their wages. See, they keep you at the bottom by giving you low wages so you can never really, you know what I'm saying, pay your bills and get out of that debt by being able to save money to create your own business. That's why they deny you niggas loans.
Yep. And then when Jake does finally figure out a way, he changed the rules.
He changed the fucking rule book.
Flag on the play, we gotta change this up. Figure it
Right,
out.
right.
You know?
But that's my point. Yeah, Jake ain't lazy. Jake ain't no bum. Jake don't, you know what I'm saying? We just tired of working for you, devil,
Sorry.
man.
But how dare you call our people lazy when
We
you
built
had
this place.
400 years of free labor?
Right,
So what the fuck if Jake want to be lazy?
Lazy.
right.
You gotta be
exactly.
right.
That's how I feel.
That's crazy
Yeah.
you said that. I told him at my job, like I said, he said, so I said, you know what? He was like, yeah, Chris, you're lazy. I said, I got the right to be lazy. Black people build your country up for free.
Oh,
He just like, everybody started laughing. He couldn't say nothing.
Right,
He
right.
was like, oh.
No, for real. It should be no reason why anybody so-called African American or indigenous, the Native Americans, should not have free health care, should not be paying taxes, okay? Should have, 40 acres and a mule, if you will. There's no way that our people should not have it.
These devils have enough money to change everything overnight. But they're not going to do that because the spirit is not upright in them.
And food stamps and SNAP, Jake should have that too.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't be frowning down on Jake because, you know what I'm saying, he hungry. You know what I'm saying? But you devils would be jealous of that. You know what I'm saying? But I thought you motherfuckers like work. You should be working like me. You know what I'm saying? No, you want freebies too, but you just know that you ain't gonna get it.
Dude, he gets the most freebies, especially Amalek.
I was going to say.
Right, exactly.
Get the most.
That came out. Yeah, that came out. Yeah, down there in New York City. Fucking the gutter rats. I think I sent it to the chat last year, but they had a dude went down there. He was interviewing. I don't know if he was like a Caucasian Edomite or some other heathen, but he went down there and was like, yo, how many people in your household, how much money, how much government assistance you get? Some of them was telling them something, some of them was trying to ignore them, and you know what I mean? But yeah, it came out that they getting the majority. You know what I mean?
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 21, verse 8. Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus say the Lord, say, a sword is sharpened and also furbished.
Yeah, that's Esau. The Most High is getting Esau. Imagine you got a blacksmith when he makes swords. He's going to shine it up. He's going to make swords very sharp. If you even get it the wrong way, you're going to
Cut yourself.
cut yourself, man.
Drop a piece of paper on it.
That's what the Most High is doing to Esau. He gets Psalm 17 and 13.
And that's also, too, he's perfecting his blessing, too. Upgraded his weaponry.
This man got a direct energy weapon. And that's funny because the scripture says he shall have the dew of heaven. You know, when you look at that word dew, it could be an acronym for direct energy weapon.
Right.
I'm gonna do.
So 13.
You heard?
Yep. What happened down there in Hawaii? Remember,
Right.
if you didn't have a blue roof, your shit was burning.
Like that drink Mountain Dew. Direct energy weapon right there. Shit got all types of chemicals in that shit. Caffeine.
Dye, food color.
Dude at my job, the dude that used to work out the job, he was telling me always drinking Mountain Dew all the time. He said he had to go to the hospital, man, because he said his heart It's fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was actually, you drink energy drinks, and now I drink a lot of Mountain Dew. The doctor told him, like, nah, you gotta stop drinking that shit. Lay off that shit.
Caffeine in there too.
Yeah.
And it's not natural caffeine. It's natural. Caffeine is good for you, the natural kind, but not that shit that's found in like soft drinks and shit.
Yeah, that Guarana I gave you. You take some of that'll have you on 10.
10. Oh, yeah.
That shit better than coffee. I
Coffee.
don't even drink coffee no more.
Yeah, but yeah, you gotta send me some.
That Guarana will have you up.
Oh.
This is Psalms 18 and 13. 17 and 13. Arise, O Lord Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down.
This is actually a wicked. Excuse me. This is actually talking about the wicked Esau, but this is actually a prayer that you should say, you know, to be delivered from the top of it.
God, this is Psalm 17 and 13. Arise, O Lord Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, disappoint him, cast him down.
Yeah, you got to say this, man. When you're around Esau, you know, whatever the case may be, you're in the courtroom, you get pulled over. You know, we need deliverance.
So it's like a twofold. It's a prayer and a curse. That Shalat Rayam. You know what I mean? Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
See that? Ezekiel said the sword is being sharpened, the wicked. Esau, that's Esau, man. He's that sword. He's the wicked. He's the one getting ready to come down with great wrath. He's the one getting ready to come down. There's going to be a great slaughter. You know?
And he's the whooping stick.
Yahweh Shai, Daddy's Yahweh Shai, you know, Yahweh's the father's. Daddy coming home. He saw that belt.
Right.
You know, Israel been naughty. Yeah.
Right.
But to tell some ass to put belt to ass.
Belt to ass.
Yeah.
Yep. That's a great way to put it. That's the concentration camps. That's, you know, our temptation. You know?
All types of instruments of cruelty or punishment.
Right. Coming from what? Cruel Lord. And I was going to show you who the real cruel Lord is. You know what I'm saying? Huh? King's the king. What is it? King of Terror.
King of Terror.
Terrorists. Yep.
You know what I mean? Hence Godzilla. Yahweh Zilla. You know what I'm saying?
The book of Ezekiel, let me get this real too. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 21, verse 3. And say to the land of Israel, thus saith the Lord, behold, I am against thee, and I will draw forth my sword out of his sheath, and I will cut off from the righteous and the wicked. Woo! You know what I'm saying? We just was going into it. You know what I'm saying? He gonna sever us, gonna make that separation. That's why he said, I come to bring out peace, but the sword cause division. He said, he gonna sever the righteous from the wicked.
Right.
I mean, the sheep, the lamb and the goat. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Right? And he's gonna sling a lot of 2/3 of our people, and Esau eat them, their children. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna deliver us the righteous. You know what I'm saying? From the wicked.
Yeah, about Esau, he said that his children be multiplied and it's for the
Sword.
Right. That's
You know?
crazy.
That's some crazy. The Most High, you Edomites, you already struggling to have children. Jacob's out breeding you. But even if you do have children, it's for the sword. It's for the nukes, famine. You know, the madmen sparing none. They're gonna get you too.
Verse 4, seeing then that I will cut off from the righteous and the wicked, therefore shall my sword go forth out of her sheath against all flesh, from the south and to the north.
You see that? Them troops, they ain't gonna discriminate. You know? We just getting on our people because they're our people. We're really telling them to come in to repent.
What
You
he
know,
said, I'm sorry. It said, lift up thy voice like a trumpet and show my people their transgression. So we're showing you where you erring at, where you going off at. You know what I'm saying? If that's not love, I don't know what is.
Just like how your parents always talk to you before they whip that ass.
Right.
They'll give you a couple of, advices and sermons.
This gonna hurt me more than it's gonna hurt you. Bullshit.
But then they keep seeing that you ain't paying attention. Then I gotta get the belt.
Right.
And I told you, son, like, stop doing A, B, and C and D. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But then I warned you 3 times, and
Right.
you still ain't paying so hard. So go in that closet, get my belt.
But look what Esau did.
he made it a crime for you to chastise your children. And look at the state of the youth now. They running wild. Okay, the mom and the dad is trying to be the friends with the child because they scared to put belt to ass because they could potentially get CPS called on them.
But
Esau took the woman out the house so he could send the children to public schools or whatever school so he could brainwash them.
basically, I was going
Right.
into a spiritual talk with Yahweh Shah. He sent the prophets to talk to our people. You know what I'm saying? And we warned them, keep going out, and they're not paying attention.
Right.
So now, Happy Father about to whip Israel ass.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been talking to y'all. Y'all been not paying attention. Y'all walk past, scoffing at me, talking back to your parents. They see us, but it really is the Heavenly Father talking to them.
Right.
So now, ass whooping gotta come. No more mercy. You know what I'm saying? Go get how your aunt or your mom or to tell you go get that switch off that switch,
yeah.
off that tree.
Give me 3 of them.
Yup.
They braid them together.
Yup.
Then you
That's
better not bring no weak shit back.
Shit. That's what the Heavenly Father about to do to us, man. About to tighten us up, you know?
Who was that? Was that George Soros? That said that the state shall raise your children?
Yep.
Was that him who said that? It was something that came out that it was in a manifest that it would come.
Oh,
That the state shall raise your children.
It's pertaining to the New World Order. I'm
Oh,
not
New
sure
World,
who said it.
Yeah. So that's what's going on.
that's been going on.
No, I'm saying that's what's going on. It's more implemented now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's really like blooming and blossoming into now the state of chaos.
Generation, what you call it, the last generation.
Yeah. The children are divorcing the parents. That's some new age shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit wasn't heard of when we was little. No?
Since that, we're going to get since that, we're going to get Daniel 12:1.
The book of Ezekiel chapter 21, verse 8. Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy. Say, thus saith the Lord, say, a sword is sharpened, and also is furbished.
So we prophesy means to say before it happens. So we're telling you, like, hey, this is coming. You could think we're crazy. You could think it's going to happen in another 50 years. You get caught up in it, your blood's going to be on your hands.
Nah. They crazy. The meaning of crazy is doing the same thing, expecting different results. You motherfuckers is saying it crazy.
Insanity. That's the definition of insanity.
You know what I'm saying? Because we trying to do something different. You know what I'm saying? You Jake still want to talk about, I'm trying to get right with God and I'm going to start going to church. I'll be like, I hate the, the trail.
Yeah.
Yeah, he going to tell me, he going to pray for me. In my head, I ain't saying that, but in my head, I wanted to say, well, don't be praying for me. Who you praying to? You know what I'm saying? Don't be praying for me.
Go to church to get more demons on you.
Yeah, but it sounds church.
True.
You know, they used to say that. You see Christians, I'm going to pray for you, brother. I'm going to be praying for you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
You out putting that into the frying pan, man.
Right.
Leave it blocked to go to the church. I'm in the worst case.
Right. And I'm saying that because he's not in the, in the truth. So I gotta take that from him, even though he nobody can't. But I mean, I think he said something about he was trying to get a name. I was trying to explain to him one time, and I said, that's not his name. He tried to say it's Yeshua. I said, nah, brother, it's Yahweh Shai. So he's been listening to something, some yo-yos somewhere. So he's misguided.
That's the proof. That's spiritual. That's proof that you tell a person that his name is Yahweh Shai and they refuse to call him that. Oh, it's Yahshua or Jesus. That goes right there. The Lord hide the name. That lets you know the name is the name. That's a proof in itself, man. For some reason, Jake just don't want to call them what they were supposed to call them.
Right.
Remember, we was over there. They was doing the e-bike trying to debate it. I seen, you know what?
Yeah.
I seen he lived way over there by Cobra and shit. I seen him over there by Cobra.
Yeah.
Way out there.
But it's a scripture that questions that. It says, "What is the Father's name and the Son's name if thou can tell?" You know what I'm saying? So it is a mystery. That's like that old old, it's not a nursery rhyme, but that old book, that story of Rumpelstiltskin. You had to
Say his
say
name.
his name to get let loose.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Basically from that prison.
yeah, no, say his name to send him back to prison.
They sent, yeah,
to
you
send
know
him.
what I'm saying?
Yep. Verse 10, it is sharper to make a sword slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth?
Should we then make mirth? Why are they having a carrot fest out here, man? Why? None people shaking their ass. Adultery about to be committed. You know, women might get pregnant. They might go to Planned Parenthood.
Right.
People might get shot.
Right.
For the Puerto Rican
Jail.
festival.
14-year-old.
Clinton got set on fire, man. All them gunshots out there.
14-year-old got killed, and another
They was like
30-ish,
like
25, 30.
like a little child and a woman. So the scripture says that both maids, a woman, and little children.
I think ultimately 10 people got shot from that parade, from that festival.
It is contempteth the rod of my son as every tree, and he have given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished to give into the hand of a slave.
That's Esau. He's a slayer. Esau the slayer, man.
Yeah.
He can't help it.
Yeah. Yeah, that word furbished goes into like manufacturing. It's creative. Like these missiles and shit.
That
know
goes
what I'm
back. That goes back to Mr. Fauci pleading the fifth.
Right.
And he's a slayer. He put all types of shit in that shot to slay.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, you seen the meme they got? Who got the deadliest jab? They got Mike Tyson.
Dr.
Fauci.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, but you know, you can't blame him, but he just was the face of it. They had to put a face, they had to put a physical person to it. Just by default, he just was the guy. You know what I'm saying? It's like all these fools, all these presidents, Trump included, the elites is pulling the string. He just has to be the puppet.
The fall guy.
It's puppet masters, and then there's puppets, fall guy.
Exactly.
All right. This is Daniel, said 11,
12.
12 and 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up.
So Michael's going into the archangel.
Right.
That should tell you right there. The times that we coming into, it's going to take divine. You're going to need divine intervention.
Yeah.
You're going to need help from angels. It might, it might sound crazy or whatever, but you can't do it on your own, man. You're going to need help from a higher power because the higher power is sending the slayer. You know, what's the balance that? The elect get spiritual power. Angels coming to help the elect.
Yeah.
Chariots, we're getting beamed up. You know?
Yeah. If I can real quick, this is like I just saw the Mortal Kombat movie part 2, and it came down to I forgot that creature name, but with all the teeth.
Yep.
And Johnny Cage trying to talk him in to fighting Liu Kang or something, or no, fighting against forget his name, the dude with the armor, you know, the villain in the movie. And he Shao Kahn, he said, do you have an army? No, he said Shao Kahn has an army. He says, do you have an army? He said no. He walked off like, well, I can't help you. Yep. That's showing you there that this is going to be our army that's going to come save, because we don't have an army on the earth right now. Right. You know what I'm saying? We the only nation of people that don't have an army or a seat in the UN. You know what I'm saying? So this is the general, the war angel, the archangel Michael, man. He's gonna be the war general. That's gonna come up, and
angels gonna present themselves, man. You're gonna start seeing more things, more spiritual things gonna start happening. You know?
God. The great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was, since there was a nation.
That's gonna be worse than any time you can think of. You know, any time you can think of.
Where it says the first woe is past, the second woe is past, and the third woe cometh quickly. So that's like the whole thing with Jacob's trouble. It said there should be no time like it
ever like before on the face of the earth. So all this stuff is gonna be kind of balled like a domino effect. All this is gonna be balled up in one. The famine, the Jacob's trouble, the chipper party. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like back to back, one after the other. You know what I'm saying? That's why the hour of temptation is gonna be so real, because you're gonna be so in panic mode, frantic. You be like, what should I do? Like, you know what I mean? To that same time, and at that time, thy people shall be delivered.
That's the elect.
God. Every one that shall be found written in the book, and many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life,
That's the elect. The martyrs.
and some to shame and everlasting contempt.
It's going into 2/3. But after a while, they're gonna be good.
Right.
Because we're gonna be good. We're gonna be living it up in the kingdom.
Right.
You know, but with that, we're gonna end it. You know, want to give all praise, God, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, with us.
Shalom to those elect.
Shalom.
Shalom.